Hey guys, it's Babypowder and it's Sunday, which means, hey, we're back with another one of our cleanout videos for our tuna run series. And these will be coming to an end before too long because we have actually, after our loot video on Monday, that will be the end of our 200 run series with the Halls of Lightning. I still need to change that on the sheet there. It's actually still saying Lightning Halls, but it's not going to be the end of the cleanouts. Actually, I will still probably do like 4 more cleanouts of, you know, the cleanouts after we've stopped farming for the 200 run series. But as far as the loot videos, that is going to be the end of it. During that time, I will be working on the 1000 run series a little bit more, and I will be working on some prep work for the part 2 series, which is going to be comparing this one to that one and our race kind of to 10 million, instead of us kind of tracking how our cells built up. As we add 1 dungeon a week, we'll be actually adding maybe 3 farms a week or 2, depending on how much I can get done in the week, to our cells, and just see how much faster we can get there than we did with this series, or see if it takes just as long. But anyway, guys, before we do get into it, I'd just like to mention that if you do like these videos, make sure you smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like it. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get alerted when I come out with the next clean out, which, I mean, it's always on Sunday, but it's different times. As you can see with this one, it's coming out pretty late, as we had my daughter's 10th birthday today. Her birthday is actually tomorrow, and just some other stuff. I had some mechanical work I had to get done with my vehicle and stuff, so kind of put me behind. So, you know, if you want to be alerted as soon as it comes out, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you know that it's coming out. But anyway, up to our review here for week 46. So this means for the last 45 weeks, we've made 13,553,000. Just last week, we made 206,000, with 12,555,000 of that being with transmog alone, 998,000 of that being with materials / pets. A little bit of pets, not many. We did get some pets from islands. And other than that, we did get, you know, the raptor pet from Welling Caverns. We do also have a pet from when we were doing Southern Eastern Kingdom zones. We got the raptor pet from there as well. Haven't sold it yet though, so it's still not really in there yet. But other than that, it is mostly transmog. That is what we aim for ourselves. We are doing this between 2 different realms, Proudmoore and Thrall. And last week, Thrall actually made the most. Proudmoore has actually been kind of down for the past 2 weeks, but it is a joint effort. So far, they are kind of neck and neck. Just recently, though, you know, the last 2 cleanouts, we've actually been able to move above with Thrall. It actually has been Proudmoore leading, but again, it is just a joint effort just to see if we can make as much gold as possible, as we do trade our high value items between the 2 different realms to try to capitalize and sell on both realms if we can. This week we just added our Scholomance loot to our sale, so we'll be looking to see if we sold any of those items from the loot video. And then of course tomorrow we will have the Lightning Halls video and the loot, and we'll be adding those items to our sales as well. Well, with all that being said, I think that kind of wraps up the review. Let's go ahead and jump to our first bank alt, which will be our low value bank alt for Proudmoore, and then we'll hop to our high value bank alt, holding all the high value transmog and hopefully some exciting sales. And then we'll jump over to the materials, and then we'll do the same thing with Thrall, and then we'll come back to the sheet and see how we did. All right, our first bank alt, let's go ahead and take a look. It is our low value transmog, and we do have some sales. 19 sales, 19,978 gold. Definitely not our best, but hey, actually, no, it's a little bit better. We have 18 sales at 19,000, so a little above 1,000 per cell average, which is not bad, but it's not great. We have seen where we've had like 60, 70,000, even one time it was like 100,000 with this low value stuff. So hopefully we can get it up there once again. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look, see if we have any standouts. We have the Swarm Fury Amiss here for 1,800. And then we have the Buccaneer's Vest for 4,700. Probably sold for about 5,000 before the auction house cut. These were, man, we were actually getting about 12,000 for those, so it went down a little bit. This is kind of more where I'm used to seeing them a long time ago, but yeah, they had actually went up in value a little bit. Again, another Buccaneers vest, 4,700. Nat Pickles book selling really low here, 475 gold. Unfortunately, hopefully those will go back up. We've actually made like 30,000 off this before. On average, though, I'd say I sell them for somewhere between 10 to 17,000 normally. Anger Fang Knuckles here for 3,400, and then just a bunch of little stuff. Again, the Birdo staff's really low there, but we have a ton of them, so I'm not too worried about it. But anyway, 19,978 to start us off. Let's go ahead and get that on our sheet. And just, I do believe last week we were at like 40,000 at least, so hopefully, and we barely just made our 200,000. That's one thing. We do aim for at least like 200,000 at the end of these, so hopefully we can make it. All right, let's go ahead and hop over to high value and see how they did. All right, guys, so back on Proudmoore once again, and this time is for high value transmog. Let's take a look. And we have 6 sales, 66,628 gold. So actually, that may at least put that realm above where they were last week. They didn't make much last week. It was only like 70,000 gold, so they were kind of hurt. Although, like I said, they did make like 40,000 with their low value transmog last week. They just didn't make much with this bank tune. So it's nice to kind of see them making something here. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look, see what they got. We got the plans for the golden scale shoulders. Once again, only 4,700 though. Let's see. We got the plundered Jade Star blade. I'm not even sure where we got that from. Oh, well, plundered, duh. That's the islands. But yeah, I just don't remember seeing that one though. 1,100 for that one. Morloon's bracer. 8,000 gold. Morloon's. Is that Stratholm? I think that's Strat. 8,000 gold. Then we've got the noisy blaster here, 42,750 gold. So we're actually pretty nice sell here. And this is actually a wrath item. It cannot be from Halls of Lightning because we haven't added those items to our sales yet. So this has to be from either Gundrak or maybe Pit of Saran, or even all the way back in Drac there and Keep. But I'm going to assume it came from Gundrak, maybe not really Pit of Saran, but still really nice seeing a green item. It's a green item as well, from Wrath selling for that much. Then we've got a pattern for the shifting cloak. It definitely had to be one of these blue patterns from Dire Maul with the shifting cloak. I kind of questioned it. I think last week we had some sales on these too, if it was one of the epic ones, but if I had that many, I definitely didn't have that many epic ones. So 8,551 gold for a total of 66,328 gold. Let's go and add that to our sheet. Really nice sell on that Wrath item though. All right, so we'll clean that out, and we have one more for Proudmoore before we hit the thrall. All right, guys, so on our materials bank alt from Scolomass, we should see some things like Essence of Undeath. Let's go and take a look, see what we got here. And we have some sales, 4 sales, 2,401 gold. So, yep, the Essence of Undeath, we sold 35 of them for 2,391 gold. Other than that, just some small, gems and things that we were getting. So yeah, those didn't really add up to much. 3, 1, and 4. Nothing much there, but still every little bit helps out for 2,400 gold. Let's add that in, and might be even enough. We were so close. It might actually put our materials. Yep, that actually puts our materials collected at over 1,000,000 gold now. Finally, at the very end here, we're coming in with going over 1,000,000 gold with materials alone. But anyway, well, we've got that on our sheet. Let's go ahead and hit the thrall and see how they did. All right, guys, so starting through the same rotation as we went through with Proudmoore, but this time on Thrall. Let's take a look at our low value sales and see how well Thrall did compared to Proudmoore. And we've got 27 sales, 29,637 gold. Still down from last week, which is kind of scary seeing that we barely made 200,000 last week, and that's our goal, is to aim for at least 200,000. Our actual goal is to try to beat our last week if we can, but if we can at least get 200,000, it's good. And we had like 40,000 on both low value transmog tunes last week, though Proudmoore did have more on the high value side, so maybe if we can actually have a good amount on our high value bank tune for Thrall. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have here, what stands out. Let's see, we've got Janus fire starter. Actually, that did come from when we did Skull of Mance. Oh, it's a low value item, but it's one of those little blue items. Only got 1400 for it though. Battered Surscale leggings sold for 2300. Let's see, we also sold a Spirewind feather for 2300. We then also sold 2 Prospector chest pieces for 2100. Sold Grimscale pauldrons for 8500. Now I believe that did actually come from when we did Arcatraz recently, not necessarily from drops in the dungeon, but we were getting these Grimscale pieces from the lockboxes and stuff, so I think that's where that may have came from. The Funeral Pyre vestment sold for 2800. That come from all the way back when we did BRD. I think it may have. That's a long time ago. But yeah, finally selling that. But yeah, not too bad. I mean, it's still over the 1000 gold per average per sell, so it's not horrible. It's still not great. I mean, we'll have loved to have seen it stick around the same amount where we were seeing the sales, you know, last week at 40,000, even, you know, up to the point where we were seeing them at like 70,000. But hey, so some weeks it's like that. We'll take what we can get. It's still above what Prowler made for us on low value. So let's go and add that in. 29,637. All right, and we still have about 82,000 gold left to make in order to make it. So we'll have to see if the high value bank tune on Thrall is going to be able to do it for us. But anyway, let's head over there now and see if they can do it. All right, guys, so we're looking to be saved once again by the high value bank tune from Thrall. See if they can at least get us up to that 200,000 mark. I mean, we do still have one bank tune left, which is our materials bank alt on Thrall, and they do still have some pets left from, you know, the islands. It could maybe help us out if we're not quite there yet, but we're really just hoping that this one can do it for us. So let's go ahead and take a look, see how well they did. And we've got 6 sales, only 220 gold. So it's actually a little bit more than half of what we needed. So I'm not sure the materials is going to be able to do it, but still, it's not horrible. It's not the worst. Let's go ahead and see what we've got here, though. We've got the Gizmotron Mega Chopper here for 4750. Some Charger boots. Not even sure where those come from. Less than 1,000. Man, some things less than 1,000. This is what's hurting us right here. If these could have been a little bit higher, that definitely would have helped. Plundered Pirate Admiral's Bacorn. I'm guessing that's a helm or something, but 1,800, almost 1,900. We've got the pattern for the red workman's shirt, 8,000 gold. So good thing we're going to be actually adding the loot from Halls of Lightning, which we should have some of these patterns as we just sold that one. Although they come up as like 60, 70,000, 100,000 on some of them, though they seem to be selling a lot lower than they actually are valued at. And then we've got the auto loading crossbow of the Sand Emperor for 28,000 gold. This is actually a WOD item. This probably came from when we were doing the WOD blue farm, but it could have came from Iron Docks as well. But I would say it's probably from when we did the WOD blue farm. Still not the worst. Still not great. Means Prowler actually did do better with the high value transmog though. They actually might slightly beat Thrall this week, which is going to be a change from the last 2 weeks. Still think that Thrall will be ahead overall though, but we do still have one more bank alt to check out, so let's go check it out and then we'll pull our sheet back up and see how well we did for the week. All right, guys, so our last bank alt before we review everything. Man, we're going to need a lot. We're going to need like 37,000 gold here. I mean, if they sell one pet, you know, the ghostly weapling pet, if they sell that one, possibly we could do it, but other than that, we're probably not gonna make it. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what we got here. 5 sales, 2,800 gold. Definitely not enough to do it, but again, once we sold the Essence of Undeath, 41 of them for 2,500. Those little small gems, we did actually sell a pet. It was just a low value one, 283 gold. I think we still have 2 or 3 pets, one being a really high value one if we can actually sell it. It just is not moving. But anyway, 2,823 gold. Let's go and add it. Still actually more than what Prowler made for us with the materials somehow. Again, it may be that they actually got more materials, and plus we had the pet there as well. which, you know, definitely does make a little bit of a difference. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and pull the sheet back up here, see how we did. All right, so we made 161,163 gold in transmog alone, which is down from last week. We made 197,000. We made 5,224 gold with materials alone, which is also down from last week. We made 8,899, bringing us to a grand total of 166,387 gold made for week 46, which is down from the 206,000 we made last week, you know, by what, 40,000, which, you know, that's really with the difference is the low value transmog. They were both at like 40,000 last week. Although it would have been nicer to see, you know, some higher sales in the high value transmog area. Still though, in 46 weeks, we have now made 13,720,000 gold, which our goal was only 10 million, which means we are at 3,720,000 above what we were aiming for. So that's great. Although we would have loved to at least get 200,000 this week. Still not bad. One thing we did do is actually hit over 1 million gold made with materials alone, which is great because didn't know if we were going to be able to do it, as we only have one more dungeon loot actually, which we should get pretty good amount. I haven't done the loot video yet, but it was a pretty good amount of materials out there, so we were probably, you know, determined to hit it either way once we actually got that loot on here. But still, it was kind of close to whether or not we were going to get at least 1 million gold with our materials or not. But again, most of this is focused around making gold with transmog, which we have actually made 12,716,000 gold with transmog now. We did actually make more with Proudmoore this week than we did with Thrall, which is, you know, a little different than it's been the past 2 weeks. Proudmoore actually did make more this week than they made last week. It's just Thrall did not make as much this week as they made last week. About half, almost half actually, of what they made last week. Still though, Thrall is still in the lead, as it wasn't that big of a difference, with Proudmoore only making us 88,707 gold and Thrall making us 77,680 gold, which puts Thrall at 6.9 million and Proudmoore at 6.7, almost 6.8 million gold. So it's not much of a difference there. But anyway, guys, that is probably going to conclude it for week 46. I hope you guys still enjoyed it. Although we didn't hit our goal, it does happen. Still not our worst, not like our 61,000 or 88,000 way back when. So it's still not a horrible clean out. But if you guys did enjoy it, please smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like it. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me on this one. I hope to see you all in the next video, and I hope to see you sometime live on Twitch. Take care, guys.